Hey everyone, this is Rich Schlenk from Custom Charity Guitars coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio. This is my submission for the Great Guitar Build-Off of 2022. All of my guitars are given away. I asked my recipients to give back in some capacity to our local community here in Northeast Ohio. Some do so by donating their money and others by donating their time and their efforts. As you'll see, my video making skills are extraordinarily limited, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I want to thank all my fellow makers out there who really inspired me, and I really deeply appreciate you all. I've learned so much from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The material I am using is called Colorply. It is a composite consisting of laminates harvested from the African tree of obechi. These laminates are dyed and compressed, glued, in layers that are at a 30-degree orientation. Colorply is a composite primarily used by wood crafters who turn this material to make pens and bowls. I've been making archtop guitars from Colorply for a number of years. I've been wanting to make a 335 for some time and really thought Colorply would be a great medium to create a guitar. Special thanks to Potvin Guitars for providing me with very high quality templates for this project, without which I may not have had success. I am limited by a 13-inch planer in my own shop. A good friend allowed me to come to his and utilize his 20-inch planer to get the exact thickness that I needed for this project. This really worked well. The guitar body was made from 2 slabs planed to a combined thickness to the specifications of a 335. Colorply is a true pleasure to work with. Although it is dense, it machines extraordinarily well. Routing around this horn, for example, can be done without any fear of tear out. I hollowed out the thicker bottom slab with this template from Potvin Guitars. A Forstner bit attached to my drill press debulked the majority of this material, which was followed up with a router to create clean cavities. Creating the contour with limited hand tools posed challenges. A contour map was printed and secured to the archtop surface. There is a 10mm drop from the center to the outer body. Drill holes were made along contour lines of increasing depths to provide a reference for the arch carve. 4-degree blocks were attached to the undersurface of the archtop, and a StewMac safety planer helped create the neck break angle. I used this hand planer made by Robert Benedetto to remove the bulk of the material on the archtop. This was followed by a series of sanders to create the contour that I desired. I then repeated the whole process on the bottom of the guitar. As a guide for carving the inside of the top and bottom, a depth stop was fitted to my drill press. A series of holes were created so that there was a uniform thickness of 7mm. A palm plane removed excess wood until there was only traces of drilled holes. I hand sanded until the insides were smooth. At this stage I created F-holes, which I routed. A Forstner bit was used to lighten up the weight of the center block. The top and bottom were glued and clamped. Binding channels on both sides surfaced, and binding placed in a standard manner. After the binding tape was removed and a little cleanup created, I was essentially done with the body. You can see how the Colorply lines now bend when the contour was created. Roasted and non-roasted maple, combined with an ebony center stripe, plus veneers, were glued and laminated together. A 10-degree headstock angle was cut using a bandsaw and my angle jig. Adjustable truss rods as well as carbon fiber rods were inserted, and the neck tendon was created. The angle at the neck body junction needed to be fashioned. I attached the same angle block used to create the headstock angle to my neck and clamped it into this jig. A Japanese saw then cut 4-degree wedges into the neck to help with the proper fit at the neck-body junction. A piece of Madagascar ebony was book-matched, glued, and utilized as this fretboard. I rounded my frets using this disc that I purchased to create hemispherical ends. Frets were pressed with a caul. I use a limited number of rasps and files to hand contour the neck, which I really find to be perhaps the most enjoyable part about guitar making. Veneer layers were placed onto the headstock. PRS locking tuners I had sitting around were installed. A custom Charity Guitar logo truss rod cover was then placed onto the headstock. Humbucker cavities were routed, and bridge tailpiece holes were created. The neck was glued with epoxy to the body, and then I sanded until my hands were raw. 4 layers of Osmo Poly-X were applied to the guitar as a finish. My friend Josh from Righteous Sound Pickups hand wound these Patent 64 humbucker pickups with radiator covers, special for this guitar. I then pre-wired the electronics. Wiring up at 335 through F-holes is really challenging and really akin to building a ship in a bottle. I then placed the hardware, and at last the guitar was finished. A Babbage Tunematic bridge and locking tailpiece was placed. The final weight of the guitar was just under 7.5 pounds. I am really grateful for this opportunity to make this guitar and to show you all. I started making guitars in 2019, and this is my 34th scratch build of my first semi-hollow 335. This competition really challenged me to think out of the box to find something novel and new to create. I believe this is the first 335 to be made from Colorply. The challenge of making a semi-hollow guitar from a novel medium was really a great project, and I am truly appreciative of this opportunity. The very best part about making a guitar, I think, is the very end, giving it away and seeing the reaction of the recipient who's getting something that's one of a kind. Here's Austin Kane from Cleveland, Ohio, receiving his
Alright,
guitar.
here we go. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Wow, look at that. It's beautiful. Wow. Unbelievable.